So I finally got the opportunity to check out The Penguin, and I would like to tell you guys what I thought about it. Now, I know today's review may shock a lot of you. Why? Because I know that a lot of you already understand that me and DC hasn't gotten along since 2017. That's right. The moment that they butchered Justice League, CGI'd Superman's face, and also disrespected my boy Zack Snyder, it has been on site ever since then. So I understand if this review shocks a lot of you. Now, before I get deep into today's review, let me give you guys a synopsis. Following the events of the Batman 2022, Oscorp, aka the Penguin, makes a play to seize the reins of the crime world in Gotham. And I must say, so far, so doggone good. That's right, baby. This crime drama feels right. This crime drama is executed very well. Now, we are introduced to that of Oz. Oz is sitting in a room. He's looking over the city, and he's understanding that the city is in chaos at this very moment. There is no order. Falcone is dead. You have a mob boss here, mob boss there. They're all doing their thing. And you also got these little minor criminals that's just running rapid, right? All through the city. But Oz, he sits there and he tells himself, look, I can bring order back to the city. I can seize this chaos. I could tell these guys what to do, how to do it, and when I want them to do it. So he sets himself out on this plan. Now, at first, he had no idea that his plan was going to have to take a detour. Let's just say that. At first, he wanted to execute this plan without getting his hands dirty. But unfortunately, he runs across a certain someone who disrespects him, and he puts some lead up in his butt, right? Then immediately afterwards, he realized that maybe this was the wrong person to shoot, right? Maybe I should have tempered my anger and understood that I should have not done this. However, my boy Oz, he okay. He is going to figure it out. And so he does. I don't want to spoil anything, but I would say the way that he executes his plan really and truly tells you how smart this guy actually is, right? All these other crime bosses and stuff, they look at him as this foot soldier, right? Someone who would never be able to take the reins of the crime world of Gotham. But however, they have him all wrong. He's clever, he's cynical, right? He's diabolical, and not to mention, he is smart. He knows how to get things done. This version of Penguin is that of a mobster, and I absolutely love it. Now, he is the only character design that I liked from the Batman. I didn't like Catwoman having a sock on her head. I didn't like whatever's going on with that of the Joker. I'm just saying, yeah, the Joker and the Riddler. I don't know what was going on with them two. And the Batman seems half done, right? But the Penguin was the only design choice that I absolutely loved about that film. And it moves over to this series and it doesn't look cheap. You know, you would think, okay, well, look, it's a TV series now. They're not going to put the same amount of quality into it. But yeah, they did, man. And they did a fantastic job with this makeup, man. And the other characters like that of Sophia done extremely well. This girl lost some screws in that of Arkham. And trust me, she ain't trying to go back to get them, right? I like the fact that she's crazy. She's lacking the understanding, and not to mention, you can get over on her. You absolutely can, because the Penguin does in this first episode. And I like how this guy was able to triumph over it all, right? Now, we're also introduced to that of Salvador Macroni. As you know, the Penguin looked up to this guy, and he was upset that Falcone had portrayed him, and he was the reason why he was in jail. But the Penguin also feels that he can do better than that of Macroni. Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. This reminds me of The Sopranos, of The Goodfellas, Casino, Godfather, Hoodlum. It reminds me of all of what I just named here. It feels like it's way, out of its time. Back in the days, you used to get stories like this, crime dramas, right? And they would feel like you can relate to them. These nowadays, not so much. But the Penguin certainly does a good job executing the crime drama story. If I was to grade this, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Like, for real. Oh, and another thing that I liked about this series so far is the relationship between Oz and his mother. He cannot lie to his mom, right? And she understands the lifestyle that he is living, and she's willing to accept it. But she still has to pretty much give his mama the loyalty that every boy is willing to give their mother, right? He's a mama's boy, man. And I was a mama's boy growing up as well. Another thing that got me emotional about this episode was the city flooding. I was here in New Orleans 2 weeks after Katrina, and I got to see that type of flooding firsthand, man. And I was immediately brought back to that day. So with that being said, there's a lot of things that your boy could definitely connect to in regards to that of the Penguin, man. So I highly recommend it, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me when I tell you, you are going to enjoy this. Now, as far as the reception, right now, the Penguin sits at 94% on Rotten Tomatoes amongst all critics. Top critics is giving it a 75%, 21 fresh reviews, and 7 of those reviews are rotten, a 7 out of 10 rating, and all critics is giving it a 94%, 74 fresh reviews, 9 reviews are rotten, and an 8 out of 10 rating. Amongst all audience at this very moment, 90%. So, at this very moment, a lot of people are enjoying this. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers say the same thing about it. You know, it feels unique in a sea of garbage, right? DC has been giving us garbage ever since Birds of Prey. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, but everything in between that of Wonder Woman and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom just have not been up to par as far as quality goes. But the Penguin seems to be heading towards that of quality, the right direction, right? So DC Studios, you got yourself a win. That's right, baby. Your boy is giving you a positive review. Now let's hope that you can keep this up moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes these TV series starts off good and then they immediately fall off the cliff. However, I don't feel that we will be enduring that with the Penguin because I do feel that the story isn't complicated, and not to mention the Penguin himself is done well, at least so far. I feel like the creators has a certain idea as to what they're trying to execute in regards to this series, and so far, so good. I'm your boy. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end, help you boy out that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. Trying to reach that magical number of 10,000 subscribers. So I'll be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. If y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, if you have seen the first episode of The Penguin, let me know what you guys thought about it. And always remember, let the love on time roulette. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.